The person sitting next to him, Remo, community leader for the Houston area. Be sure to check out some of his tournaments that he does with Smash United, in particular Clutch City Clash, regional tournament that's coming up, I believe, in Q3 or Q4 of this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic tournament. They constantly have come out here and shown the world, like, hey, we got some hype stuff going out in the South as well. So, of course, LTC going to be going August 4th and 5th as well. If you guys want to come out and see Southern hospitality a bit early, make sure you're hanging out here. But Remo is trying to find his way in against Captain Zack.
I know that in Houston there's Grim Turtle, who's a pretty decent Bayonetta, but
shut up! Are you kidding me? Captain Zack stacking him up with those fairs and quickly coming back with the Witch Time Punish, laying down 26% already.
And the taunt for good measure. Talk about an explosive start from Captain Zack. I have expected you to yell Marvel, baby.
The young Nev I keep it hidden away in a place in my heart, but God, the dive kick, everything about this guy. Look at how deep he's going, the mastery of this character. This is what I'm talking about. He spent most of the time at the beginning of the match not interacting with Remo, instead coaxing him, come to the side of the stage, telling him, hey, I know you want a piece of this, come get some, and just punishes so effectively.
And what's intriguing is in Houston, there's Grim Turtle, who plays Bayonetta himself. I figured that Reno might have a bit more experience in the matchup, but there isn't really a Bayonetta player that's quite like Captain Zack. Just how fierce he is, in particular around the punish game. It's on a completely different level.
Fierce, I think, is the perfect word to describe Captain Zack. But look at this. Captain Zack is doing just a great job just chilling. He knows he doesn't have to interact. He has the stock advantage. He has this positioning. I have projectiles on top of this that I don't have to even worry about because it's not that laggy. It's great. He's just building up percentage, playing it smart, playing it effective. Tries to drop down Nair there and see if he can force the hit stun to override the wall tech window.
This is one of those percents where you're not going to be seeing Zack necessarily get... Okay, never mind. Forget it. Forget it, Nebs. Forget it. Oh, my God. I was going to say that he's probably not going to be getting a very simple KO via something like an afterburner kick or something like that. But just when you have the Witch Time available, and you know not only what's the next move, but the next 5 moves to decimate your opponent, that was not the easiest way he could have done it. He added so many steps, so many degrees of variance, and he was just confident that he'd be able to execute on every single level. That is absolutely incredible.
And now we're going to be seeing a bit of a swap here over to Wii Fit Trainer. This is exciting. I want to see a little bit more. I know that we've seen Bayonetta rock it. She clearly has got everything from the poses to the stocks, but Wii Fit Trainer is something that's relatively unexplored.
I think Wii Fit Trainer just has the strangest hitboxes.
I think that this is Zack showing off like, yo, I got poses with Bayonetta, I got poses with Wii U as well. We're going to show off these yoga poses.
Honestly, I don't know what kind of yoga Wii Fit is even doing. Like, it's not Bikram yoga. You know, it usually doesn't make you sweat. It's just weird. And that's the thing that I think in a lot of cases Wii Fit Trainer can really bring to the table is just that unfamiliarity. There isn't really a whole lot of very notable players. I think the one that comes to mind would be John Numbers up in the tri-state area. But other than that, this is a character who I'm sure Reno probably doesn't have any real experience with.
Yeah, you're definitely right in that regard. Oh my God, just called him out. Look, the entire time I definitely need to point out though, Zack has just been chilling at the edges. You've noticed this, right? He just sits at the edge and he just says, come on, interact with me, you have to. And eventually, Remo gets close and Zack just punishes so thoroughly.
And that's a tough gambit, right? Zack being ahead by so much knows he doesn't necessarily have to be offensive, and he knows the burden of approach is on Remo. So he's just content. He's doing a good job of mixing up his sun salutations as well as how he's actually using the soccer ball. You'll notice the little cancels that he's doing in between just to constantly throw off the timing that Remo's going to be having with his approach.
Oh my God, squeaks it in! And that's going to be the ball to do it. But now Remo is kind of in this position of, all right, last stock, we got him at a $110. I'm looking for up smash. I'm ready to go.
Just trying to figure out a way to actually get in. Not connecting with the full brunt of the up smash. Gonna need to create yet another opening. You see the banana peel in hand, but Zack's doing a good job overall of actually avoiding the peel entirely here.
Oh, missed the grab. Here's the forward smash. Good finish. And now Remo has it close in 24%, but Now it's the question, has he adapted? Can he find the opening? That's the first time we've seen a grab from Remo this set that led into some solid damage, but no follow-up afterwards.
And it's tough to go for those grabs, especially with the myriad of hitboxes that Zack is throwing out, be they with the normals or with the projectiles. And the fact that he's able to just take a breather, get amped, maybe take back some of that percent every single time means that it's even more pressure on Remo to approach.
Yeah, absolutely. Drops down back air? No. Doesn't even want to see if he can take a chance here. Remo just staying at the edge. He knows there's a lot going on here with Wii Fit Trainer. Maybe there's a bit of lack of knowledge for what's potential. Has positioning. Here's the perfect shield. And now we have Captain Zack with an opportunity to edgeguard here. Actually commits it, but not really finding much here. The more I look at this, the more I just feel the control that comes with Zack. The finesse, the knowledge,
The precision.
the prowess.
Okay, I can't do any more alliteration than that. I should have taken the advanced English class. My bad.
There's a reason I always got A's in those classes. That was pretty good.
Zack picking up the peel. Just trying to make it very difficult for Remo. Now, the big thing is that in this particular match, Remo has done substantially better. From this point, if he gets the knockdown, he could change things around, but Zack letting rip the Sun Salutation and dropping Remo down to the lower bracket in this pool.
I love Zack. Zack's definitely one of the more entertaining guys, one of the more entertaining characters when it comes to Smash 4 and the storyline that's been going on.
I like the juxtaposing styles too, with Zack doing a pseudo Bayo dance of sorts and Remo just keep it simple with the classic dab.
Oh man, Remo is such a character. I cannot say anything but nice things about Remo.